Good morning, YouTube. PPS here. YouTube play of the day. Early spots out for today. Going to be rolling with some college basketball for you guys today. Finally back into the green. I feel like I've been just clawing my way back and forth this whole year. I started out pretty slow. And you know how it is when you're sitting at like that minus half, -1, then you go -2, and then you're just fighting back. You get back to, just back and forth. Not going to go into a huge spiel about it, but finally back over that green mark there with a sweep last show. Toledo smoked the first half, smoked the full game. Ohio kept pace like we asked. Toledo actually outright won as a +3.5, +4 point dog. Shout out to those guys for getting it done. Hunter Dickinson does his job as well. Ends up, I think, with 32 points, rebounds in that spot. Obviously, the DeJuan Harris being out was huge for this prop. And, tight game. Really tight game. I was worried about blowout potential. But shout out UCF, man. They got embarrassed at home in their first matchup, came out and put up some numbers. So feeling good about those two. And obviously heading into today, going off the beaten path a little bit. The team I bet mostly in our VIP group, I don't usually bet this team publicly too much, but do like our spots for today. As always, if you guys could hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get it going. So I got two spots. First place with me right here, Sacramento State team total under 60.5. And then let me pull up my other one here. We got that one, and then we also have the big bad Grand Canyon team that we're going to be rolling. I believe it's like not that one. There we go. Over 36.5 first half. Those are going to be our two plays for today. Let's get it started. I'm going to start with Grand Canyon. Both these ones are some late night games. 36.5. A pretty low number, to be honest with you, with where they've been playing at. Obviously, if you want to look at the overlying numbers, like I always usually start with, Grand Canyon is 23rd in the country in pace, 142nd in defense. I think their defensive rating is definitely just boosted right now because they've played really bad offensive teams. They rank bottom 20 in terms of strength of schedule against the offensive ratings that they've played. So they have the 60th ranked defense there. That's why I don't want to play the spread, right? But I do think this starts out really quick. And I like these angles where I'm taking a team that's coming back off the road, right? Grand Canyon, just off of a 2-game road stretch, got some wins. Do I think they could be sleepy coming in here? Sure. But I think the sleepier ones would be against the bottom level of this division or team here. They have a big game against Utah Valley on Saturday, number 1 in the conference. But they play Utah Valley at home, I believe, on Saturday. So for me, I'm coming out here fast. I'm coming out here firing. I think Grand Canyon comes out here, tries to get up a little bit early. They're a 10.5-point favorite here. I think them coming off, like I said, 2 road games. Southern Utah win by 15. Utah Tech win by 13. Quite a few days off prepping for this one. We all know Ray Harrison. He was there when they were making that run there. They got Ray Harrison, but I do like this new guy that they have because he was not there before. Jacoby Coles, 14 a game, big man down low. Kind of gets to add to him and Grant Foster, who's fantastic as well. I just think that's going to be too much for the Seattle defense. They foul too much. They're terrible at guarding the three-point line. And even on top of that, Grand Canyon obviously has elite shooters. Do I think I would rather have a little bit higher free throw percentage? Sure. But when you get to like guys like Ray Harrison and Grant Foster, they shoot it at 89%, and Jacoby Coles at 83%. So like the free throw opportunities, I just love that this Seattle team is going to have to run, right? When you're the favorite, you usually get to dictate pace. You're at home. Like I said, I don't see them slowing down. I think they want to get up early and kind of, hold off. That's why I didn't want to go full game because you have the biggest game of your season so far on Saturday. I believe they are 1-2 in the conference. I believe it's like a 1-game difference, 1.5-game difference. Utah Valley 7-0 in conference, 15-6 overall. Grand Canyon 5-1 in conference, 15-5 overall. So a big win here. Hopefully get those guys off their feet to finish the game. But I think they start fast after 2 road games, 2 decisive wins. Let's get up early, get these guys off, and start fast on these guys. So on the year, so I can kind of give you guys some numbers here. On the year, if you want to look at that, they're averaging, I believe it is already over this number, Grand Canyon. So I got to get these up on the thing, but pulling it up right now, 38 points per game on those on the year, and then 42 actually at home. So that even makes it even feel a little bit better. So Grand Canyon, first half, team total. Let me put the TTO in there, or else it's going to bother me. Grand Canyon, team total, first half, over 36.5, minus 110. Last night, cashed a really nice one with Nevada, 65.5. We hit that by like 10. Not even really sweaty. They got some fouls at the end, and it made it look better than what it was. But I'm going to go to another under here. I like playing them in this Big Sky Conference here. So Sac State, team total under 60.5. This Sac State team is absolutely horrendous. They are really bad at basketball, like really bad. To put in perspective how bad, we'll let's go through some numbers, because it is really kind of pretty bad. 348 in the country in adjusted offense. They play extremely slow tempo. It's slow. Like, this is walk up the space slow. We have Montana plays a little bit, or Montana State plays a little bit faster, 233 in the country, middle of the pack defense. My issue here is Sac State is not a deep team, right? They're not a deep team. Their best player is their big 6'8", right? Usually 16 points a game. My issue is the 2 highest scorers on Montana State are 2 big guys. I think it's Max Abankapolo and Brandon Walker. Brandon Walker, thank you for making that a little bit easier on me. Both those guys, 6'8", 6'10", respectively. Some big dudes, right? So being able to match up with Sac State's real only weapon is pretty nice. Jacob Holt, I believe his name is. Tough to want to go there again. You have a terrible road trip here. You're going like out to Montana. You have to drive out there as well. I mean, there's no easy way to get out there. They shoot the free throw at 67%. Not great when you're trying to, cover as a dog. So I do like to see that. 3-point percentage, they are terrible. Montana State does guard the 3-point ball well. My other issue is they're not a deep team. Like, they're not, obviously, outside of, they have 2 guys scoring 10 points per game. This team averages on the season 67 points per game. On the road is 61. On top of that, they are, I think, fourth worst in America at fouls per possession. It's 30%. So they're fouling on 30% of their opponents' plays or opponents' drives, possessions. That is not good when you have no depth on this roster. So really, really tough to think that this team is going to slow them down at all offensively, because they're just going to foul. Then you go where I need them to slow down Sac State defensively. I just don't think that they can score. There's nowhere here I think they can score. Usually it's the big being able to score. We got 2 bigs on that side. Go to the 3-point line. They can't shoot there. They can't shoot free throws. Pace should be slow. I think this is just absolute smothering. Sign me up. Sac State team total under 60.5 at minus 110. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you. Hopefully we'll be able to get back into even more green today. If you could, hit that like button on your way out. I'll be back tomorrow past the prop, ready to go for some basketball. And we'll be back to see you guys tomorrow, Friday afternoon. So thank you guys, and best of luck tonight.